And we are live. Hello, Internet Autism. I hope you've got nothing better to do because this is a waste of time for all of us. But I'm sure Blake will disagree and start begging for money like a good grifter.
No, guys, you got to give us money, even though you have no place to give us money at.
Yeah, just send it in the mail. Oh,
I will give you my freaking home address. I don't even care. I've been doxxed so many times.
oh, nice. So, is there anything else we want to show before we get into this absolute fucking misery of a week?
Well, we found out one of our bigger fans was actually a whore.
Yeah,
That's pretty
which
nice.
one? Which one for the audience's sake, or do we want to protect her privacy? So,
Well, I already knew about her stuff, so I'll continue saving it. But if you guys want to know,
yeah,
you can PM us and we'll background check you and make sure you're worth telling.
yeah, we'll ask for nose docs and everything.
Well,
It'll be
obviously,
very extensive.
yeah, like we'll ask for your birthday, where you're from, what's your ancestry, are you a Jew or not?
Send us a picture
Obviously,
of your nose.
that's the first thing. That's before we even get to the other stuff.
That's like the preliminary.
Yeah, well, they gotta write their name on their hand and show us boobs and nose.
That's right.
If your boobs are like shorter than your nose, like smaller than your nose, then we won't let you in either.
That's right. So no A cups.
No, we need these big milkies. That's the only way to get things done is with a sugar mama. Also, we're gonna need employment history on top of that because we need big donors.
That's right. Grift life. All right.
What's
So,
up?
hey Raven, or non-podian, or yeah, non-podian as you call yourself now. How you doing, man? So yeah, we've got some old misery to fucking go over. What is it? Let's start with this article that's very old from October 15th, 2019. All right, get a load of this, Chad. Richard Huckle. That's his name. Serving 22 life sentences for abusing 200 Malay children.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah. It's a fucking wonder. All right. A British man serving 22 life sentences for abusing scores of Malaysian children has been killed in prison. It's a bit of good news then. Richard Huckle was found dead Sunday at Full Sutton Prison in the northern county of Yorkshire. Police on Tuesday declined to comment on the status of the investigation into his death. Prison service confirmed Huckle has died. He reportedly was stabbed to death using a makeshift knife. Good on him. I hope he fucking sucked it. You piece of shit. What are you fucking doing?
That's classy stuff. I'm surprised it took him that long.
Yeah, so am I. Well, the article just shit the bed, so guess we're done with that one. Nice and quick. Oh, there it is. Back again. Oh, for fuck's sake. Car2, you're garbage. Hope no one ever goes to you again. Alright, this one coming through? This one's
No. As of right now, it's not.
Alright, let me just...
Someone just commented, "You're 25 and you already have an ex-wife." Wow, that kind of hurt.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it, bro. I know I'm 25 and I have an ex-wife.
Who said that?
Self-fucking out.
Who said that so I can give him a wrench? That's some solid right
there. I wish it was as easy as that. No lives. You can't give them a wrench because then I can't bitch them out and kick them out.
Oh, fair enough. So is this one coming through?
Yes, this one is.
Oh, beautiful. This one's from September 21st. I think we might have covered this one actually, but who gives a shit? no one's watching this. Start with 15. All right.
So, okay, to be honest, is this the day we just use all old articles just to say fuck you to our people who
This is
are
maximum
watching?
contempt. So yeah, just thought the audience should know that this is a contempt stream. All right. I'm sure there's something good anyway. From the age of 3, Janine Schofield's only child made the same Christmas and birthday wish. Find out, quote, I want to be a girl. While family snaps show that Todd in a Liverpool football kit, Janine says her toddler, born a boy, soon sensed he should be living it as a girl. I wonder where he got that idea.
I would guess the father. Where's the father in this?
It's definitely the father. I mean, I can see him in this picture. He's right. Oh, wait, he's not black, so that only leaves one possibility. She kicked him
Are
out.
you saying it's a single mom? Like,
Must
that's
be.
fucked up, bro.
Right. I mean, single mothers are precious, as kids will tell you. And last year, at the age of 7, her wish came true while her name was officially changed by deed poll to Luna. She started wearing a skirt to school, got a new passport as one of Britain's youngest tranny children. Today, her proud single
Wow,
boy of a mother
that's
opens her
stunning
heart on.
and brave.
I
Absolutely
know,
stunning
I
and
am
brave.
stunned and shocked by her bravery. Opened her today. Her proud single mother, whole mother, opens her heart on the life-changing events and defies critics who believe her decision to let Luna choose her gender was premature. Get a load of this shit. Fucking slag. She's been around. She's been around this one. You can tell. Oh yeah. Of course she's a fucking NHS nurse. NHS worker Janine,
Tell
37.
what is the NHS? Is that basically like their socialized healthcare?
That's
Like, that's
exactly
what
what
I've
it is.
always assumed.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
It's basically a government jobs program where they bring in packies and poles to look after their old and fat people.
I especially hate those goddamn polls.
Oh yeah, those are the worst. All those rape gangs and selling
Yeah.
drugs, fucking monsters.
Like Poles are the most demonic European race. They're actually the Mexicans of Europe. I've came to the conclusion in all seriousness.
All right, so NHS Hall Janine 37 tells at the moment Luna, now 8, was quote unquote set free and talks of her grieving process as she let her little boy go. Yeah, I'm sure you weren't pushing that along the whole fucking way, you stupid cunt. The mum says Luna was asking when she could be a girl soon and after her 3rd birthday. I brushed it off as a phase and told her to stop being silly. And
Hmm.
yes, it's actually the gypsies. Gypsies are worse than everything. You know what I find funny? No one ever denies that gypsies died in the Holocaust. I wonder why.
Do anyone like the gypsies?
I don't think so. I think even leftists hate them. The gay
Well, I know
anti-racist
the
lefties hate them.
communists weren't particular fans of them.
Well, commies weren't particularly fans of any sort of religious group, especially after
Well,
Khrushchev.
gypsies also don't like to pull their weight in any society, let alone a socialistic society.
You know, if they were just dead weight, that'd be okay with me. But they're actively pulling against the way society's going. They're just
Hmm.
scum, and they should either be wiped out or just dumped into the sea. They can be sea gypsies.
No, dude. No. If we're full fucking edgelord right here, gypsies deserve to go back to India so they can cause problems over there.
Hey, now in India's best, they do tech support for real cheap. They are really, really best. They are also the best lovers, as every woman on the internet will tell you.
uh,
Okay.
absolutely true. Absolutely true.
I'm glad you all agree with
I've
me.
never. It's like Indians are trying to compete with black people for my dick.
Can I dip my papadam in your naan? But she kept asking. My family felt she was too young to make the decision to be a girl, but I didn't want to tell her how she felt and knew this wasn't going away. Luna's story soon comes as figures show the number of gender dysphoria children in Britain has doubled in the last year. Again, I wonder fucking why.
You want to know who the real racists are? The
Is it?
National Front.
Yeah,
Obviously, they're the real racists.
that
Okay,
must be why they're
and
banned.
all of our problems in society are linked to those bigoted white males, not tranny children.
No, obviously the Jews have nothing to do with any of them.
No, no, no. First off, it's white people killing white people. There is no Jewish influence.
That's right. So the Holocaust was
And
literally by
obviously, it's white
genocides.
people that are killing all these innocent black children. And obviously, it's dads pushing kids into being trannies.
I mean, aren't most abortionists white? You know, that explains the high black child death toll.
Oh yeah, dude. Planned Parenthood is the real racist.
I mean, Margaret Sanger was pretty based.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Disagree.
I mean, it depends on if you feel abortion's wrong or not. But and what she had to say about a certain ethnicity population. She did not.
We're just talking about habitual criminals here. We're not talking about race.
Oh yeah, dude.
Anyone
Eugenics.
could be
You
carry on.
Like eugenics is the big deal. Okay, in all honesty, how do you create eugenics and no lives as ideas?
Well, you reduce taxes on the what am I thinking of? The professional class, you know, lawyers, doctors. Maybe not lawyers because we all know what they are. But you know, professionals. You know, you raise money on the high earner, reduce
Hey!
the
Are you
tax
telling me
burden on the
doctors are
high.
professionals too? Are doctors professionals?
Technically, I mean,
Yeah.
you know. Anyway, what I was trying to say was that you reduce the tax burden on the wealthy if they have a certain number of children. You know, or you could just do what Hungary or a certain country in the 30s did, where you make people available for loans if they're of a certain genetic stock and breeding and genetic health, and then
Oh,
you
that
give them
sounds
a big loan.
racist. I
And
don't think that'll work.
I think it would be terrible for this country. So that's why I'm never going to advocate for eugenics. Wink, wink. But yeah.
Well, in America, I think our eugenics plan already kind of failed.
Oh,
Wouldn't you agree?
Obviously, you've seen the Americans, haven't you? Just look around you.
No, I don't happen to be one. I've never seen an American in my life.
You're a Canadian, aren't you?
Obviously.
Thought so.
I prefer to be in Canada.
With
that's the place to be.
Weed and their healthcare, you know.
Well, dude, how often can you smoke weed while having two gay people be married? Right? Only in California and Canada.
Yeah, I've heard Maine's
dude.
done both.
Hell, I'm a pastor. Like I marry off these homosexuals while smoking weed. And it's part of my culture. It's part of my religion now.
Oh, that's based.
And I make good money.
Baked and red pilled.
Oh yeah, it's like Charlie Kirk's fapping over there every time I do
it. He's just in the corner, you know. He's
dude.
Corner with his map of Israel.
You should have saw him the last bar mitzvah I went to. I went to this raging bar mitzvah, and Charlie Kirk was the guy that was holding the chair the highest.
Oh, nice.
I think it might have been for Ben Shapiro.
Oh, little Benji was having a second bar mitzvah, was he? Or
Obviously,
was he having a bat mitzvah at the time?
Oh, dude, I was in LA. Shit was rocking. We had loud ghetto music, and dude, I was marrying people off, and then I had to fly back to Canada. But that was after I ended up, smoking with a bunch of illegals.
Oh, nice, nice. Did you
Yeah,
go drink
dude.
driving with them too? You know.
No, I let them do that, but I was in the vehicle.
Okay. So yeah. Awesome.
So I did
So you
follow their
were so you're
culture.
culturally
Okay.
appropriating then, were you? You fucking big.
No, I was sitting in the passenger seat.
All
See,
right.
I let
Let's get
them
this shit back on the
do
rails.
their culture.
I mean, no shit posting, but come on. A massive show with three
I hope
people.
Kiz edits that shit out.
Sorry?
Kiz better edit that shit out and use it for the next show.
Kids ain't doing shit with this.
No, dude, we are gonna get this popping. Everyone in the chat, write one if you're gonna like this and share this video because how patience right now, and I'm a broke ass piece of shit. And no lives is cracking in that dough. He hangs out with some bikies. They sell drugs.
Oh yeah.
Right? No
I
lives.
just bought a bunch of steroids off them. They're great.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
can we?
He's distributing that shit, obviously.
All right. Does anyone want to keep hearing about this fucking tranny kid? I don't. It's pretty shit. The story's just depressing and.
Okay, so every time I think about it, I think about, hey, I'm an Anglo, and Anglo people are shit.
Yeah.
I'm a self-hating Anglo. No lies. How do I set being a self-hating Anglo? Like, what do you do?
Well, see, what you have to do to be a self-hating Anglo is to apologize for colonialism, bringing civilization to the world. What you also
But
do
if
is
I
you let Packies in.
apologize, if I apologize, here no lies. Do I have to give the land back?
Well, it is their land, after all. You have to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land while doing exactly
who's the
nothing but
traditional
help them.
owners of Indiana?
I think it would be your Indians, the feather ones. I
Well,
don't know.
I don't even know if Indians exist anymore. I think we killed them all.
Oh, well, we could just import a bunch of curries and call them the Indians.
Okay. So we're
Hello,
gonna
could you
replace
send
their
me a little firewater? I would like firewater.
Okay.
That fake laugh you did just killed it. All right, let's get into the.
Fuck you, asshole.
Come on, you wouldn't have laughed at that. That was terrible.
Okay, you're a Jew, no lives. Let's read the article.
Good idea. I'm glad you came up with it. So this is from November 14th, 2019, just a couple of days ago. Beautiful. We're up to the present. So a bunch of Hong Kong protesters have killed a drone with a bunch of lasers. Chileans, actually. I'm a fucking retard. So in response to rising public transit costs, Chileans have taken to the streets in ongoing protests that have now evolved to encompass broader concerns about inequality. And they're using high-tech tricks to push police back. Now, this is
so question. Are these Chileans going farther left or farther right then?
I think they just don't want to have to be. They don't want to have to be raped to go on the train. It's very respectable. I don't think it's a political thing.
Fun fact: supposedly Allende, or how you pronounce his name, the socialist guy that Pinochet took over from.
Yeah.
He wrote books on Jews, not like necessarily like bad stuff, but he stated how they kept separate and they have different racial stuff.
Well, that's well known. Like, it's not exactly an open secret.
Well, dude, he was involved with some of the Russian communists. So if he's stating their difference between them and normal Europeans, then he must know something.
Everyone back then knew something. That's not fucking.
Dun, dun, dun.
Like, you Americans are the only ones who don't know that Jews run America.
Hey,
Okay.
Americans went by the plan that if you breed them out, they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, and we tried that with the abos. Look how that's helped us. You know, we got white, blue
Well,
head,
there's a
blonde eyed
difference between
kids.
there's a difference between 60 IQ kids and 105, 110 IQ kids.
You're right. Yours have caused more damage.
Oh, true. I want to tell everyone that's watching the chat or watching the show right now, you three people,
Four
make
now.
sure that you breed with the local Khazars to just wipe them out. Okay? That's what our plan now. We are moved on to anti-racist Hitler plan part 2.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anti-racist Churchill. Can't wait. All right.
Okay.
Alrighty.
No
Carry on.
worries. Will you at least back me up on this one? If we breed them out, they won't have their tribal mentality anymore.
No, because it's a
No?
matrilineal line.
Okay.
We'll have to wind up giving our women to them. That's just how
Okay.
it goes.
Haven't we already done that with the porn industry?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, let's
Speaking of the porn
let's go
industry,
back to the article, bud.
okay, let's just rush this shit. You know, it's a very short one. Particularly, a police drone was disabled and fell to the ground after hundreds of protesters aimed their laser pointers at it, according to NextGov. The impromptu light show, captured on video, provides a poignant illustration of an ongoing futuristic arms race. The Chileans are the first protesters to disable police tech with lasers. The Hong Kong protests use lasers to shut down surveillance cameras equipped with facial recognition technology. Nor are they the first to use lasers to disable drones. It's an increasingly common military technique, though those lasers are more powerful. In this case, the lasers probably didn't burn through a drone as a military laser cannon might. Rather, NextGov reports that the lasers likely blinded either a human pilot's camera feed or interfered with the drone's built-in altitude sensors and forced an emergency descent. You were going to say something? No. In this, Christopher Williams, the CEO of the military tech contractor Citadel Defense Company, pushes back against the idea that laser pointers will become a common anti-surveillance tool.
So this is fourth generation warfare, isn't it, bud?
It's something like that. Speaking of, I've got a couple ideas that might be worth discussing. You know,
hit us.
So if you're trying to avoid facial recognition technology, what works for now? I think they might have cracked it recently, but what works for now is juggler makeup.
Yeah, clown makeup.
Yep. So clown makeup will mess with the technology. It'll make you pretty much undetectable. There is also
That's why they're discriminating against us white trash people from the Midwest. They don't want us to start face painting.
That's exactly why. And that you'll shoot the cameras with your doe rifles. Something else, another idea that might be worth practicing is getting some infrared LED strobes and then sticking them in the bill of your cap. And then
wait, really?
Yeah, I think that might work. Can't hurt.
It's like it'd be like a distortion.
No, it'd be
or can the camera not adjust to the brightness fast enough?
I'm not sure. I think it just blocks out. I think it's because infrared blocks out normal camera frequent, normal electromagnetic interference that normal cameras pick up. Right? Because all right, I'm a bit of a dummy, so this is just a silly idea. But yeah, if you cover your face in the IR light, the camera won't be able to pick that up because that's a bit more powerful than the reflected light off your face.
Would it damage your eyes though?
It's infrared light. You can. Do you see? Okay. Do you get damage from watching a fire? You're being bathed in IR light there.
Okay.
Don't look in Don't look at a welded light though. That's just
well, that sounds like a perfect idea. If anyone, one of our guests,
just walk around with an oxyacetylene torch and weld everything.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Yeah, like if anyone watching wants to check that out, tell us what happens. We'll gladly have you on the show.
Oh yeah.
from the hospital bed.
Yep. So yeah. Once you've picked the scabs off your eyes, just tell us how it goes.
Okay.
All right, let's finish through this article and then we'll find something else to do. Because I've done
Okay.
some absolutely trash prep this week. Sorry, boys.
Well, I blame myself. You know, you could have just went on anything on my Facebook. Those are all fresh.
Yeah, probably. There are many other technologies that are less disruptive that provide a superior, more scalable, and more reliable and more cost-effective countermeasure. Who the fuck wrote that? He told NextGov. However, it's not clear which of these technologies could become as ubiquitous for protesters on the street as a consumer laser pointer. So yeah, if you go into a protest, one, don't take your phone. Go as a juggalo and take a laser pointer. But
Hey,
as I
wait,
said,
that's
I
what I
would never
do pretty
advocate
much
for
every
riots.
other time. That's what I do every other time. Thank God.
Yeah, just just drop your phone. It's garbage. Spy tech
Well,
rubbish
dude,
that no one needs.
like, why do people really have their phones with them all the time? I find it kind of claustrophobic with your phone blowing up all the time. It's like, kind of gets annoying.
You must be speaking for yourself because my phone's quiet for most of the day.
Oh, dude, I get socialized all the time. I feel suffocated. I'm just that popular.
Yeah, you've got that single mother army holding you back.
Yeah, there's only so many people that can have the upkeep of 5 women, right?
That's right. Okay. So that's this article on Haaretz. I just saw that Trump's with it. Trump. Don't do the silence. Come on. You're killing us.
Oh, dude. Okay, so one time I heard this story about Jews, and they were like destroying the world. Okay, and apparently, just apparently, they run a lot of nations. Have you heard this one? No lives.
Carry on.
Like,
Are you talking about the Samson option?
oh yeah, exactly. Okay, so like the Samson option is if the big European powers stop defending them, they'll blow up all the capitals. But at this moment, seeing pictures of London and seeing pictures of Paris and seeing pictures of New York, I think
It'll
we
be an
might want to do
improvement.
the Samson plan.
I agree. We should just bomb the shit out of Israel so they bomb the shit out of our horrible capitals.
Oh well, dude,
It's not like any
Netanyahu
white
was
people are going to be killed.
like Netanyahu was making connections with borderline anti-Semitic groups for creating a worldwide right-wing thing. So maybe Netanyahu has the right idea. Okay, huh? You think it? Maybe.
Maybe.
Blue Kid was based on Mussolini's Italy.
I told you last time it's Likud.
I don't care. I don't give Jews enough respect to pronounce their shit properly.
Okay,
Bam!
fine.
I win.
That's BTFO'd me. I'm just going to go. Should have loaded this earlier. Fucking dummy.
Why didn't you do that? No lives. You dropped the ball.
I've dropped the ball.
You're gonna find me dead!
That's because you
No,
BTFO'd
no
me
lies.
just then.
No lies. We all love you. You can't do that. You can't even think about it.
You're right. I'd probably fail.
I'm gonna be hanging from the bathroom!
Okay. That's enough of Angry Steelers guy.
I don't even know what that's from.
It's from a pretty popular video of about this one fellow. He's an Angry Steelers fan. That's all you really need to look up.
Okay. Well, I don't care about my black people can beat your black people.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much how it is in sports ball. Also, fuck
Like,
Reds. I'm not going to.
Is there a white people sport in Australia?
I think it's gay AFL.
What?
AFL. The
Australian Football League?
Yep.
Like, what is it, like Gaelic football or like rugby or like soccer? Or what?
A derivation of rugby.
Okay, and they stole the American football name? That's pretty gay.
No, you stole it from us. I'm fairly certain.
How'd we steal it from you?
Because everything Australian's better is stolen from America. It doesn't matter if you did it first.
Well, dude, there was an AFL in like the 1910s.
Okay, what were they doing? Just playing soccer or
Can you
something?
explain? Can you explain the rules for their variation of rugby?
No.
Like, what's
I don't know
different from
a thing
normal
about it.
rugby?
They play on an oval field is about all I know. I don't watch any sports ball, dude. All I
Well,
know is it's
dude.
mostly white and it's really fucking gay.
Well, dude, no lives. You're always like, that's gay. That's gay. Like, what isn't gay?
Heterosexual sex with a woman for the purpose of recreation and procreation.
Well, what if it's not for the reproduction?
Well, I guess that's just masturbation then, isn't it?
It's human masturbation. We have it here, the hottest take. Also, Alex asked if we watch sumo. I fully admit I watch sumo kind of. Like I watch it, I go through binges of it.
I haven't got the first clue on where to find it, and I've never really thought about finding it.
Well, no lives. Give me a second. I'll send you a bunch of shit.
How about you send me that fight?
Like, there's a Georgian guy, like from Georgia, that has competed in the world champion. It's fucking. He's a monster, dude. He's huge as fuck.
Yeah, they tend to be.
Well, when are you gonna get into sumo? No lives. You're about that built.
No, I'm not. All right, I found
No,
some
no
content
awkward
we can
silence.
steal.
Jesus, bro, let me down.
I found some content to steal. It's
Okay, okay.
hold on.
There was a Mongolian yakuza. That makes tons of great sumos from.
All right, do you guys?
When are we gonna? No lives. We need to have a history episode soon.
That we do. We can pretend it's White History Month. You know. All right. So is that
Well,
coming
not
through
even
for you
that.
guys?
We'll just do a random history. But yeah, what you watching?
That fight video you sent me. Those two Russian dudes.
Okay. The Russian MMA guys.
Yep. The one fellow called Super Steroid and the other Fat MMA biker. All right. I was surprised by the outcome of this one.
Oh, dude, this was an interesting fight. It wasn't a very long one, but it was interesting.
That it was. So are you hearing this?
I am not, but I am watching. I can see it.
Okay.
I understand why they say Russians are wiggers.
Well, they're poor, but they're more masculine. What are you going to do?
So this is very interesting. It's not a very long one. Like I normally find longer fights.
Sorry? You do, yeah.
But this isn't a very long one. But
yeah, but this one's
continue
more
with the
interesting,
video.
you know? It's a bit more punchy, you know?
Oh yeah. This is much more aggressive.
All right, so bets in the Spurg chat. Blue Trunks versus Fat Guy.
Blue Trunks versus Fat Guy.
Sorry, did I spoil it for you?
I think you spoiled it the instant you said it's shocking.
Yeah, probably. Get a load of that unit.
They're both meaty guys.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to get hit by either of them.
Yeah. What are they? Gym pants?
I used to watch these fights all the time in high school. These guys have been doing it for like 12 fucking years, bro.
Okay, they're squaring up. Oh, kick, misses. Couple of shots.
And
They're in the
this is
grapple.
it.
Hippo's
Yep.
going for the clinch, trying to bring him to ground, and he succeeds. But Fit Guy's got him in a headlock, trying to.
He's got him down.
Yeah.
Well,
Struggling around
dude,
like a pair of fags at the moment. Oh,
I'll do it.
Fit Guy's
I'm
going
just
for a couple
waiting
of
for
body
one to
blows.
pop up on.
They
But
look pretty meaty.
yep, he's not gonna get out of there, is he?
I don't think so. He's got him pretty
Mm-mm.
clinched. Oh, but he looks like he somehow got it.
Is he gonna get out?
He's out of the headlock, that's for sure. Couple of bloody body blows, pulling him out of the ropes.
Yeah, with those steroid guys, body blows are extremely useful because they don't have as much, or they have a lot tighter of a tissue.
Okay, referee's pulling him away from the ropes. Oh, Fat Guy's got a bit of blood on him. Just bleeding on the Fit
Well,
Guy. Bleeding on steroid.
he punched him pretty hard in the face, and then they're gonna restart it like wrestling.
Yeah.
I wonder if the dynamic would have changed if they started out as backstanding. But I think the heavy guy would have took him to the ground again, anyways.
Yeah. Like they're
I
looking
feel
pretty
like he's a
tired.
lot more comfortable on the ground.
Mm. Yeah, steroid's looking a bit sluggish there at the moment.
Mm-hmm. He's getting him winded. Well,
Yeah.
you see where he placed his elbows right under his windpipe.
Yeah, that'd definitely be playing to it. He'd be blocking the jugular just a bit.
Yeah, I mean, even a slight applied of pressure can slow down someone extremely.
Yeah, I've done that accidentally while shaving, and I just took me a couple
Ow!
of minutes to. I didn't cut my jugular. I pulled my skin down, and it was blocking off a little bit of the blood flow. But he's back. Super Steroid's got him back in the headlock,
And he flips him,
and he turns him.
and he taps him. Who do you think actually dominated that match?
Well, for the largest part of it was MMA, but Steroid managed to clutch it.
Yeah, like I think the heavier guy had more domination though. Like technically, there was one takedown, and he only flipped him twice. So if it would have went to judges, the heavyset guy would have won.
It doesn't matter how much you win, but as long as you win the final battle, you know.
Yep, exactly. Well, now it just kind of goes to them talking and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to boxing now.
Okay.
There's a couple of.
Did you have a good
fights
one in mind?
Yeah, there's a couple of good fights in the country.
Did you hear about the Australian guy that died during sparring?
Not recently. How often was this?
I think it was in the last 3 days because I just shared it. The date's recent. So are these from Australia then?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. It was this one I was trying to find.
One of the few places that Anglos are still heavily involved in boxing since it kind of died out in England. I know Ireland has some good ones.
Oh, damn it.
Give me a second. Start talking. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah. All right. I think I've. No, it's Olympics. There we go. And then I think I might actually do the Calcio Fiorentina, if that's all good. How's that pronounced? Calcio?
Okay.
I failed at the keep talking bit.
Yeah, I noticed. You're not good when I put that responsibility on you. You're the one
What
that
can I
gets
say?
news articles.
I'm a complete failure of a man. I'll just kind of.
Jesus, no, I shut the fuck
bathroom.
up. Shut up.
All right, are we good to go for the next one?
Yep.
All right, this one's Chris D'Souza versus Mitch Stapleton, fighting for the middleweight boxing title.
Okay. Are we going to get, like, binged for these?
Probably. I'll just delete the
Okay.
stream. No one watches this shit in the replay anyway.
Really? Yeah, we normally get about 20 viewers. So is there any ring girls? Where are the ring girls?
Who knows? They're probably bush pigs anyway.
So
All right,
what
got a minute
weight
clinch.
are these guys?
Middleweight.
Middleweight? So what is that? About... There's a lot of
They look
clenching
like-
in this one.
They look like between 70 and 90 kilos.
Okay.
I don't know
And
what that is
then
in freedom
bring up...
units.
Okay.
Right,
The way
just
these
teasing
guys
each other
look,
up.
I expected them to be... They look like they're faster than they are. Maybe that's the computer glitching out.
That might be the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably just the stream.
Is that guy pulling his pants up? How many times does he do that?
Too many. You should tie him up. Tie him off.
That's the third time he pulled up his pants. Jesus, bro.
Well, why do you? That's why black people always get killed when they're running from the police.
Mm-hmm.
If how many lives would a belt save? Think about it.
Probably a lot. Probably a lot more than we think.
All right, getting a bit tuckered. The red helmet getting a bit tired.
I'm surprised they're wearing anything over their heads. Because that actually...
I think they got actual shit to deal with. They don't want to have to explain that sort of rubbish.
Okay.
At least that's
Have
why
you
most
boxed
people do.
before in No Lives?
I got into a fight when I was 13. That's about it.
Oh, yeah. You need to get into boxing. Especially if it's big in Australia.
I don't think it's that big.
Oh, it's not?
I got no idea.
I mean, I think you'd be good at it. You'd have to start doing cardio.
Ugh.
Is that still a sin?
Yeah. I do 10 minutes of cardio when I got the strength left over. That's about it. I know. It's shameful.
You want to send me the link to these? I'll watch them.
Yeah, sure. You want to do something else? Is this shit getting dull?
I mean, it's glitching up kind of hard, so we're going to have to figure out that situation.
All right. Sorry, boys. You can find it later. Paste. Yeah, I don't think stealing videos is the way to go.
Well, I mean, if we can actually, like, not have them always be glitching out, like, we can do one, but probably not two like we were trying to do. I think it's pushing your computer to the limit.
I don't think it's my computer. It might just be my shitty Australian internet.
Okay. Probably.
That.
And I don't think anyone's watching as of right now, so...
Well, Alex is still watching. He's a trooper.
I mean... Next time we'll have it a little more figured out. But haven't we been saying that every week?
Oh, dude. We've been saying it, and the standards have been getting up just a bit every time, so...
I mean... We got to progress a little bit faster than the Monday night shit post because we put a lot of fucking effort into that and we only get like 20, 30 viewers.
Yeah, well, YouTube is suppressing you.
I don't see how they are right now because we have everything on lock. It's all by us distributing it. That's all. And the people, I haven't had anyone suck me off your subscription. So I think that we're also just kind of paranoid.
Yeah, well,
I
sometimes
hate to be that guy.
Sometimes paranoia is justified because sometimes they are out to get you.
No, it's justified, but I just don't think that's a good excuse for only having 20 to 30 viewers when she already has it set on private. So it's not, we aren't boosted algorithmically.
Exactly, that's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm
It's
saying?
suppressing you.
No, she took us off the algorithm.
Okay, fine, whatever.
So
I've got
if
an
we're off the
article we can close
algorithm,
ourselves out. Sorry. Yeah.
well, Alex is a Jew, Nicholas is a
Yep, that's
Jew,
true.
I'm a Jew, we're all Jews.
Yep, we're all Jews, we're all grifters.
Like, what other insult?
Send me
Like, we're all
$300 so
FBI
I can send you a
informants.
T-shirt.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I'm just here to make money off you bastards.
Yep.
You people that are watching right now. I'm only here
you're
to
all
make
disgusting
money off
little
you.
pay piggies, and you need to pay up.
Catch us behind the paywall, and when you go on the Monday Night Shitpost Patreon, and you give us money so we can start a documentary, and we're gonna forget to finish it.
Yep, we're gonna promise 5 episodes and get 2.
Yeah, dude. And then we're also gonna release a mixtape. No Lives is spoken word album.
Yep, it's where I read George Lincoln Rockwell's spoken speeches.
Yeah, and
absolutely terrible.
Always
it'll be zero.
No, it has
effort.
to have jazz in the background. It's jazz in the background, but it's spoken word.
There's definitely going to be jazz. We all know how Commander Rockwell felt about that music.
Oh yeah, dude. He was a big fan of that, and especially the Rolling Stones and that blues rock.
He loved the Jewish music, didn't he? He was a big fan of the Jews, Commander Rockwell.
Yeah, well, dude, yeah, obviously. Well, dude, remember Rolling Stones' original singer wasn't a fan of black people, and then they swapped him out after he died, and then all of a sudden the band was writing songs about making love to Africans.
I knew there was a reason we liked him.
Well, dude, Ian Stewart Donaldson, he was a great man, and he played rock and roll, right? Right, No Lives?
Yes. I'm guessing this is different to Ian Stewart, to the one in Screwdriver?
No, it is Ian Stewart.
Okay.
Ian Stewart from Screwdriver.
He was a great
He liked to play rock and roll.
And
then he found out about a
completely innocent car crash that was not instigated at all.
Nah, instigated. Obviously, there was nothing to do with British intelligence, right?
Absolutely nothing. MI6 would never dabble in such gay ops, would they?
Oh no, dude. MI6 is probably the most innocent bastards I've ever. Oh shit.
Are we doing this now? Are we just shit posting until we get the shits?
Well, dude, obviously, dude, we're gonna do a documentary on fucking Screwdriver. Why not?
Because we're both in the position to know better.
Oh no, dude! Wait until our Patreon builds up, okay? Because we all know that Patreon will not kick us off.
Nope, and neither will Patreon.
No, right? Oh fuck! I forgot about Patreon. You know that guy's an.
Sorry.
Really?
Wasn't that Jordan Peterson?
You didn't know that?
Sorry, you cut
Patreon?
out. Something about Patreon.
No, Patreon is like affiliate when IE was like something. It was something, and it turned into IE, and now it's AIM. That was involved with one of the divisions, and he was the programmer. And now he's a fucking anti-racist who like goes around talking Nazis.
What up, poof? All right. Did we want to get into the content or?
Content. No one's going on about random obscure shit.
Let's talk about Baron Ungen von Sternberg, because we're both
Okay.
We've never done prep on that guy either, but let's just talk as if we know.
The Mad Baron.
So I've got an article that.
Go on.
Are you talking about Chris Piccolini or Fagolini?
No, it's another guy, but I'll find him later. I'll see if I can even find him.
All right. Well, okay, so I've got an article up on the screen from my favorite lazy prep site, the national-justice.org.com, whatever. All right, so this article is titled First-Hand Account of Dan Crenshaw Event at the ASU. There he is, that Zaya Klops trying to look like punished snake.
Very rebellious. He is such a man. I see guys fapping to him in American flags.
It's absolutely sad, isn't it? That this clown just drapes himself in veterancy to do Israel's bidding.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I wonder why we're in Israel. Oh, shit. We're actually just in the Middle East. We're not in Israel.
Oh, shit. I thought we were in Syria, where I was trying to find maybe Abraham's
it's all
mother,
greater Israel. It's all greater Israel. It doesn't matter where we are in the Middle East. It's Israel.
All right. So the Arizona State University Crenshaw event was not in a lecture hall. We gathered in a palm tree-lined lawn, surrounded by brick and steel buildings at the mega-colossal scale, which characterizes ASU's architecture. The Arizona sun shining at 80 degrees, I don't know what that is in actual degrees, in early November would have felt like a summer vacation to any out-of-state visitor. Toilet Paper USA had set up a table, chair, backdrop, and amplification equipment for Congressman Crenshaw's Prove Me Wrong event. There was a microphone held by a Toilet Paper USA intern in front of the congressman's table. The con man relied on the steps leading up from the front lawn of the Dorm Megaplex to give him a 4 feet height advantage over the crowd. He needed every single inch. Toilet Paper USA set up.
Is he really that short?
I've got. Well, have a look at him.
Yeah, I guess he is. Jeez.
He's obviously wearing heels. So. Toilet Paper set up a table. They set up the event to rely on the general politeness and passivity of conservatives. Today, that began to die. No physical barriers separated the con man from the American people. Conservative students I was with got their first taste of leftist tactics and a fundamentally leftist win. 15 minutes before the scheduled 12 p.m. start, the toilet paper interns asked us to form a line for the microphone. Everyone was in good spirits, as this appeared to mean Crenshaw would skip the typical mass socialism speech and jump straight to the Q&A. By a glance at the physiques, bearing, and dress of the men in line, it was clear that the dissident right made up the majority of the line. So I'm guessing that means they were all wearing white polo t-shirts and black khakis or whatever.
Are you telling me that he's affiliated with IE? Are these people affiliated with IE?
Might be. I think the Toilet Paper USA might actually be secretly based.
Maybe. I guarantee they are. Charlie Kirk is the biggest white nationalist I have ever fucking seen.
Well, don't go slandering him like that. He'll turn up to your house and you looked at a black person without immediately murdering them. That'll get you killed, tortured to death by him. So yeah, you might want to be careful mentioning him. I hear if you say his name. He scares me.
Charlie Kirk. But he absolutely scares me. He is the most raging racist I've ever fucking seen. Did you see how his sex tapes with Candace Owens? He was
Did you?
calling her all sorts of names.
Oh, dude, I couldn't watch it. That was too disgusting, even for a degenerate like me. It was just too violent.
It was too vile. And then he like stick in her ass and like call her all sorts of mean names, and he didn't even lube it, dude. He was so violently racist.
Mm,
I can't believe it, man.
I know. How can anyone ever just be around that man? He's too vile and racist. Okay,
He's the
so the
most
first
evil
tact.
man in the U.S.
Mm,
He is worse, dare I say, than Hitler.
right. Charlie Dirk the Turk Kirk. There we go.
Is he joining up with the Young Turks? Did you see that he's running for Congress? The Young Turk guy is. He's gonna help us clear out the Armenians out of LA, especially you, the Kardashians.
Good riddance. The Armenians have been a burden everywhere they go. Speaking of, they're another merchant people that just plague everywhere they go.
Well, even the Crusaders weren't particularly fond of them. So it's in our genes to not be very fond of the Armenians. But going on to the article.
You're right. I think we're going to have to choo back onto the railroad. Okay, where was I? The first tactic toilet paper used to try and throw the Q&A was to put all the students at the front of the line. Those of us who could show a student ID got the first 15 slots in line. Plenty of nationalists had to either find another place in the 60-odd line or move to the right side where the crowd was quickly condensing. Sorry. We had been waiting for the sun in 20 minutes when the Zyclops emerged from his cave to harangue us for a long 10 minutes on the dangers of the minimum wage and the occupational license. Nothing really stood out from this prepackaged verbal vomit, except at one point he mentioned that America was, and I quote, America is built on the greatest ideas humankind has ever had. Moral truth from Jerusalem, rule of law, jurisprudence from Rome, personal property rights from London. I figured it was a direct rip by his speech writer from Eric Stryker's line that the West is Greek philosophy, Roman statecraft, and Germanic engineering.
Okay.
Carry on. Okay.
No, I don't really have much to say, but that's pretty standard in every American speech when they're referencing our traditions, I guess. Everyone has like their way of describing it. So that's not like typical of Eric Stryker, and I hate when people like attribute something like that to someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
well,
yeah,
they're probably just going by
pretty common.
who they heard it from. So good.
I guess a lot of people haven't really left the bubble. Like when someone studies history and they're in the nationalist stuff, they like fully indulge in only nationalist writers. So I mean, yeah, I kind of understand where you're coming from, but it's still kind of gay to attribute it to him. And he also stole my voice.
He totally did. Well, maybe you should get in a wheelchair and challenge him to a race. I was further astonished by the complete lack of leftists at the event. I know that ASU has a Students for a Democratic Society presence, but to my knowledge, not a single radlib even bothered showing up. It is worth noting, however, that ASU is one of the most depoliticized universities in the nation. On a campus of 50,000, the Young Democrat meetings seldom break 50 attendance, and the Young Republican meetings seldom break 15. The 2016 election split the Young Republicans into two clubs. The official club is a front from Christians United for Israel, and regularly brings in purported Holocaust survivors to campus to shill for war in Iran. There was also a larger MAGA club for the breakaway members, but they suffered when their group chat with no words was leaked to the campus newspaper. See, that's why you don't let fucking journalists. Don't talk to journalists. Vet everyone.
Or use Discord.
Oh yeah, don't use Discord. That's cancer.
I can guarantee they use Discord for that.
Who the hell would use Discord, even on their computer? Right. The joke being we're complete hypocrites, or at least me. Okay. The first question of the day went to an undergrad meme lord in a cowboy hat. He asked Crenshaw about the USS Liberty incident. What was redeeming about this oft repeated question was how the questioner made it personal. He pointed out that the victims were Crenshaw's Navy brothers murdered by Crenshaw's favorite state of Israel. This was, of course, set off Cyclops, and like Polyphemus before him, he resorted to hurling dumb rhetorical rocks at the crowd. The audience included 24 or so older adults, and they were in for a real treat. The congressman from B'nai B'rith saw fit to educate the attenders and attendees that we were all grawpers, anti-Semites obsessed with Israel who denied the Holocaust. Sorry, what? To
They
demonstrate
demand one? They demand
Sorry?
one? That's news to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who would want it? You know, how can you have a second one if the first one never happened? Like what? To demonstrate
and then the
this,
crowd continues to scream the Holocaust wasn't real to begin with. And that's when the real show happened.
It didn't happen, but it should have. To demonstrate this, he asked that first student in line, how many Jews do you believe died in the Holocaust? Someone in the back yelled 6 gazillion. It's got to be above 0, but below 6 million. Right? Someone in
that's
the
the
back
rule.
yelled 6 trillion, while a less generous amateur historian yelled 6 billion. I consider it a victory in itself that we pissed off such a self-important, bloodthirsty piece of shit like Crenshaw, but the fun was just beginning. Crenshaw's turning toilet paper goons quickly put into action their pre-rehearsed plan. The squat Latinx running the mic split us into 2 racially profiled lines. To the left, she placed any man with a modicum of testosterone, and to the right, she put all non-whites and a collection of white men who appeared to have never touched a bench press, much less a pussy. Plan B initially called for the toilet paper staffers to alternate questions between the Chad line and the plant line. The Chad line got 2 more questions before the TP interns stopped taking our questions entirely. Hilariously, Toilet Paper USA had some pretty expensive video equipment and at least 2 cameramen. But they decided not to stream the event. One man a fixed camera pointed at Crenshaw, the other carried around a mobile camera and focused it on the audience to film our reactions. I got the same energy from that cameraman as I would from an Antifa holding a camera 5 inches from my face. My gut instinct was confirmed when Crenshaw stated, and I quote, "Now it's time for a come to Jesus moment. You don't have the luxury of the time I grew up in, where nothing is online, when we weren't tweeting, and when we weren't on Facebook. And things like this weren't being filmed. You guys live in that reality, and you're young, and you're upset and emotional. Years from now, you're going to regret this. You're going to regret being on camera and saying some of the things you're saying. And yeah, he's a fag. We should gas him in Minecraft with 5 gas.
Well, okay, so basically what they're telling us is they're going to ruin our lives.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just threatening everyone in the audience with doxing and other faggotry.
Okay, so someone should have asked him about Chinese, was it social? What is that called?
The social credit system?
Yeah. Someone should ask him about that.
Yeah,
like,
probably.
all these people have such a goddamn hard on for his love of Israel, but there's so many more questions that you could be like, gotcha.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
There's
you.
so many goddamn problems because he's not really even all that much of a libertarian. He is literally.
He's just a fucking neocon.
Yeah, he's a centrist neocon. There's so many goddamn gotcha questions. Like, why isn't anyone asking him about, like, hey, what's your feelings on the Chinese social thing, and yeah, because you just told me, but I still have a little bit of booze in me, and then you could be like, oh, well, you told me, or you told the crowd last time that, oh, you're going to regret this. Are you implying that you want one of these social programs where they watch you, where they monitor you? There's so many got you questions. Not everyone has to ask a question about goddamn Israel. Like, yes, I understand Israel is not a very good place. And now, if all the Jews would fuck off to Israel, the world would be a little bit of a sunnier place. But it's not happening that way. So there's got to be a lot more questions than you got to ask. It's fucking gay to ask the same question 27 times.
Unironically based. But these people are knickers, so they aren't too clever. And let's get
I
back on
like
with the article.
I like Nick Fuentes sometimes, but
He's a smarmy little shit other times.
Harassing these people at the same, like 5-10 questions is kind of annoying, and it doesn't feel like it's winning anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it was funny at first, but now it's just kind of like, okay, guys, how many questions on illegal immigration can one person ask when he's already said no illegal immigration? Now, when people were asking shit about the visas, yes, those were genuine good questions. But when you already asked it and they're already broadcasting all this shit repeatedly, and other people online are repeatedly asking it, you need to learn how to ask a follow up question to what he already said. And these people, a lot of these, like, they like to talk about how like nationalists are high tea. Okay, yes, a lot of them are, but a lot of them are incredibly socially awkward. What I've learned in the last 10 years, being involved in this shit, I like 3/4 of the people are so incredibly socially awkward that I just want to punch them just simply for existing.
Well, I'm
And
glad
maybe
I'm
that's
across
me
the other.
being a dick.
That's probably applying to me. I'm glad I'm away from you because that's scary.
Okay, thank
Oh,
you.
good. You can
Thank
threaten
you.
me with violence for being a spurg. Oh, good.
Like,
Ugh.
I mean, I'm not the most like or most social person, but when I'm talking to strangers, I know how to interact and I know how to stand on my own feet. So if we ever actually get a massive amount of viewers and like some people stumble upon this video and they're like, "Hey, I got an hour of my life to waste," and you sort of agree or even just hate Crenshaw, which is probably not hard to find. Hey, ask him other questions than the goddamn immigration or Jew questions. There's
Yeah,
so
but
much stuff
as
that
we
he
said,
said that you can
that
handle it all.
requires some free thought. And even in our thing, most people are NPCs. That's just how it is. Right?
NPCs run the world. Only 5% of people ever actually have a solo individual thought. Like,
Right.
if you are going to like ask questions, you got to learn how to be firm. Go to Toastmasters. Like, I don't care if it's for nerds or just simply go out there and interact with people and learn what they really want to know and what they want to learn about. You got to be a chameleon, okay? You got to have like more than one or more than 5 talking points in life. And yes, I am kind of spurgy, but I know how to talk to people about things.
Unironically based in Redfield. Now let's get back to this article so I can give my fucking voice a break. I'd never been threatened with doxing by a US Congress conman, but when that cuckold was being shouted down by 50 other young men, the threat lost its sting. Doxing threats sound a lot scarier when you're already hiding in the basement. It is no surprise that when the kid who asked Charlie Kirk about the Israeli dance parties, drunk on victory, used his newfound fame to ask his group of friends to do things besides hide behind the avatars. He was denounced as a fed by the online irony crowd. Whatever, IRL activism is like sex versus pornography. Yeah, you can get your rocks off online, but nothing beats the real thing. Maybe Kirk and Crenshaw will try doxing the attendees. I'll live with the consequences, but so will they. Whatever the personal consequences for whoever they could track down, Toilet Paper USA would probably collapse. 2 chapters have already voluntarily dissolved, and open doxing might end a half dozen more. 30 minutes in at about 12:45, our willingness to humour this shill dropped dramatically. The doxing threat certainly turned up the heat. Eric Stryker once said something to the effect of, "All the facts and the logic in the world won't hold against 10 people willing to disrupt your shit by yelling slogans." Well, we
Okay,
have at
okay.
least
I know Eric Stryker runs this shit, but god damn it, stop jacking him off.
agreed. And there's other people to jack off. Well, we had at least 50 guys, and we started disrupting Crenshaw's speech with booing, heckling, and just chants of America first, America first. We also came to the collective realization that there was nothing stopping us from yelling questions directly at him. And so, bit by bit, we stepped forward until the line of our guys was about 15 feet away from Crenshaw and shutting him down. Toilet Paper USA Major League fucked up by hosting the event outside. Unlike the Antifa who disrupted Spencer's college tour, we would have been tossed out of any campus auditorium we heckled in. But outside at a public university, the Latrino interns at Toilet Paper could only attempt to give the mic to students they thought wanted us and try to shame us for being rude. Even so, a few more of our guys got their questions in. One man was given the mic for his red shirt and the army surplus jacket. The diaper-wearing Randians hoped against hope that Students for a Democratic Society had at least sent one man. No, even the leftist plants were our boys in disguise. The apparent beatnik chastised Crenshaw for talking about free speech, but refusing to let us ask questions. At that point, my instinct was that we should have just taken the steps and shouted America first until Zyclops headed home. But that may be an escalation we'll have to save for another day. Regardless, we heckled Crenshaw until he was forced to engage with us and not the US TPF's plans. Crenshaw cut off his appearance 15 minutes early, and at the end of the event, we had the field. Zyclops scurried away as our men chanted America first. All that was required for that victory was for your ASU students to leave their dorms and Twitter accounts and step out into the outside world. Though I refer to the other men as we, almost all of them I had never seen before in my life. All the same, there was a comradeship to fighting the same congressman threatening to dox us all. Right, so moral of the story, get outside, get off the computer, and stop jacking off.
So is it good or bad that he didn't know him?
It's probably a good thing because they all shared a moment of the esprit de corps. But they've probably all got contacts with each other now, I'm sure. Just on the down low.
I would hope, but maybe it's okay. So, like a lot of people, they have contact springboards. Okay, so like one guy gives the number, and then he'll like have a couple, kind of like normal people do. Yeah, like you don't need everyone's number because you're not going to be close to them. Like my phone's cluttered with random nationalist people's numbers. You know how many hit me up? Maybe like 2 or 3. So you don't really need someone to have all the numbers. And then if you get your phone stolen during an event, or if you there's no reason to have everyone's number. It's just kind of like opening up a door to get everyone doxxed.
That's right.
But like, if you're an organizer, go for it. But you better not bring your phone to the event, or at least have a good lock code or whatever.
You're right. All right, so let's finish the article.
That's only if you.
Oh.
What's up?
Let's just finish the article. We cannot be content to join the question line. Think up a big quiz or question to stump these people with facts and logic. No, scum like Crenshaw and Shapiro. Oh, good, Shapiro. Will always find some way out of your logical trap. The end result of this thing is to shout at these warmongers until they acknowledge us, and then we keep shouting. The answer to Toilet Paper USA is an embrace of leftist tactics and an abandonment of conservative decorum at these events. The counter-argument is it's not optical to be rude, it's bad tactics. To them I'm asked, did Crenshaw look good today running away like a bitch from a crowd of pissed-off undergrads? Did he eke out a win by calling us mean? Those quintessential conservative tactics, running and shaming, will always lose to dedicated activists. Our quote-unquote leftist tactics carried the day. All right, we're done with that piece of shit.
We kind of, I like these articles. They're good to let in, but there was no need for the Eric Stryker masturbation.
Well, yeah, I agree. There's generally no need for that. I mean, he might be in a wheelchair, but he can jack himself off.
Like, there, one thing was okay, but not 2 things. That was a little weird to me. Like, I am a self-promoter. I openly admit that. I'm a bit of a narcissist. But if they brought me up twice in an article that long, then I know they're just trying to jack me off. You know? It's like if they mention your name twice, what's that really mean?
It means
they got you on their mind. Yeah. Or maybe I'm just nitpicking the article, but that was kind of weird. That was weird.
Maybe they just really like Eric Striker, you know? That's okay.
Well, I mean,
too,
they're writing on his site, so they kind of have to.
They don't have to jack him up. They don't have to stroke him so much, though. All right.
Well,
so,
Eric. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's up?
I was just gonna go over a silly little idea I had, where I discussed content from some sci-fi I read once. Okay. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So. This is a concept I read from a Stranger in a... No, it wasn't Stranger. It was The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. The idea I'm trying to get across is that this might be a good idea for any guerrilla movement. Okay, so... All right, what I'd like to get across is that no structure should have 2 points of contact between... hold on. I am a dumbass, and I'd like you to just talk for a bit, because...
Are we turning into Kurt Doolittle's little project? Proprietarianism?
We might be, but yeah.
Okay, like, I'm more into the people thingy, and I don't read science fiction like I used to, so I am essentially lost on this. Are we doing this as a regular thing then?
No, it's just a silly idea I had that I thought might be worth discussing. All right. So
at least even up those triangles, bro.
Fuck off. All right. So the idea I'd like to try and spread is that in the context of the story I just mentioned, there was this uprising on the moon against Earth. There was also this AI which helped everyone, and there was only... I think he was only in contact with... fuck it, I'm a dumbass. Ignore me. Just read the book, all right? I'm a fucking retard. Kill me. I'm about to...
No, dude. Okay. So
yeah,
we'll do a little...
run it like a pyramid scheme. If you want to...
Okay,
if you're going to try and make an
don't ruin
gorilla...
it. Don't ruin it. We'll run it. We'll do it like Monday or something. We'll figure out something.
Yeah.
Or
I'm sorry to tease
do it like
you,
a
boys,
Wednesday thing.
Maybe.
Yeah. See, this is when we come back to the show. You three people that are watching, even though I think I'm kind of one of the viewers.
Yeah, I'm one of them too, so it's probably just Alex.
Okay. That makes us feel a little bit better about our lives.
You're right. I'm going to be deleting this embarrassing piece of shit anyway, so...
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I've said a few naughty words, so...
Okay.
I've said a few naughty words.
Can you record it? Can you edit it a little bit? And just repost it?
I probably could, but I'd have to record it on OBS.
Could you record... Okay, so record some of it and then send it to kids as a segment. What parts you really enjoyed?
I can't think of any
do the Charlie Kirk raping Candace Owens. No, not that one. You could do the Ben Shapiro one.
I'm sure I could, but we'll do it next week. I didn't record.
You didn't record it?
No, it's going straight to YouTube and then straight to the bin. All right. Did we want to...
at least record...
I can't record it now. It's too fucking late.
Come on, man. No. Can you at least record that part?
No, it's too fucking late. Too fucking late.
Can you at least
it's done.
Clip out that part? Can you just download the YouTube video and then just clip out that part so kids stop tagging me to do a clip or something? Just steal that part.
I'll see what I can do, all right?
No lives, I'm depending on you. You're the man. No suicidal thoughts. Love yourself.
Okay. All right. Did we want to shill? Just for Alex, who doesn't need to be shilled out.
No.
Remember to donate to
not
the
really.
Patreon. Grift. Buy Black a new cigar and bangs. Do you still drink bang?
Sometimes the bangs got too expensive when I wrecked my car with a Bambi. Yeah.
Drunk Mexicans have some weird names, don't they?
Oh yeah, dude. Alcoholics. His parents were alcoholics. You know, it's just passing down through the line.
Mm. All right, so nothing to shill. We might as well just end it. Have a good day, Alex.
Clip that part out. Clip that part out.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
End the stream now.
Okay. Thank you. Down.
We're done.